Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over my stock picks for the week of May 17th through the 21st. Just to reiterate, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, make sure that you smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. Alright guys, so we're going to get into the picks for the week. Before we do that, like always, we're going to go over a recap of the prior week, so May 10th through the 14th. So my picks were HAE, FSLY. Both of these were super undervalued, and I had some massive sell-offs, so we're going to go over those. And I talked about GNOG, and man, this week was just kind of nasty overall. Okay, so we're going to look at all three of these, see what they did for the week, give you my personal opinion on them, and then we'll get into the new picks for this week. Okay guys, so here is HAE. I talked about the entry point being 50 or below, or somewhere in the 50s actually, I believe is what I said, somewhere in the 50s. So, you know, like you saw last week, the market did have a pretty decent pullback. So this pulled back all the way down basically to the 50s. We kind of had like a little double bottom there. And so this would have actually been a pretty decent entry point, and then it bounced up all the way to about the mid 50s, ended up at about $56. So that could have been a good entry, good exit. And if you entered in about right here at about 56, then you know, I see maybe we can get another little pop up to closely about 60. So just to kind of keep an eye on that. FSLY, although it was kind of shaky throughout the week, you could have made about 9% on this play here if you'd have got in at the low 40s and sold at the high of about 46, 47 bucks. As you see, it came back down to basically what you paid for it, and pretty much finished exactly where it started this past week. Okay, so hopefully if you did get in, and if you were doing a swing play, you got out and got your 9 to 9.5%. And GNOG definitely did not see this coming, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to bounce off of that 1357 level and come back up, but it just completely crashed down all the way down to $10.15, and that's, man, the bottom of the bottom right there. So kudos to whoever held out and got at this level, but definitely didn't see that coming. Again, I thought it was going to hold pretty steady at about 1350, but we did start to kind of climb back up, and we got, all the way up back into the 11s on Friday. So moving ahead into the week, guys, the fear and greed index, we are in the fear section of the fear and greed index currently, and that just means, these are creating some buying opportunities. People are selling off of it, especially if we go lower. It's going to create a lot more buying opportunities, and that just means we have a lot more room for upside to bring, that little needle from the red all the way to the green. Okay, the VIX, on a positive note, this number here was starting to come back up a lot. Like, we were pretty low last week, and now we're back into the 2s, which shows that we're kind of stabling out and people are gaining more confidence. The VIX is actually falling back down below 20, which is a good sign as well. It got all the way up to 28 at one point last week. Alright guys, my picks for May 17th through the 21st. So first up is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. Next is Clove, CLOV. And last is IQST. All three of these plays, guys, you want to be extremely cautious if you're going to do a swing play on these, and really watch the charts going into tomorrow to see. But all three, in my opinion, are forming a pretty decent setup for some positive returns. But again, you want to be very cautious and not just, hop in and put too much money in, maybe without a stop loss, and just to protect yourself. But let's take a look at the charts, guys, and see exactly what they're telling us. All right, guys, the first one up is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. All right, so I bought Friday in this, like, around about 600 or maybe $1 below. And I got nervous because it fell down, but we're popping back up. So what you want to look for if you're going to get in on this play, I would highly recommend that it gets above this level right here. I want it to get above 598, so maybe about 600, and kind of start maybe consolidating here and stall out, because I don't know if this is going to be just a false breakout and then we're going to push further down. So I'm going to recommend that if you're going to get in for a swing, just to be very cautious. You want it to go above this resistance level here. Even if it shoots up a little higher, wait for it to pull back down and then try to enter somewhere around this point here and see if it bounces off. If it bounces off, then this is going to be a pretty significant run to the upside, because we can test that 708 mark, whether it be this week or next week. That'll make for some pretty good returns on your investment. Okay, so next one up is going to be Clove, ticker symbol CLOV. We played this one a couple of weeks ago and had a pretty decent run. Okay, this one here also having a decent setup, and you see we had a pretty decent size pullback and sell off here. We got a buy signal on Friday. They have earnings tomorrow, okay, before the market opens, so it's something to kind of watch. If they have some good positive earnings, all right, and we see it start moving to the upside, we might be able to hop in early and ride the wave. But kind of the same situation here. We're trading below the SMA line, so it's a little bit more risky. Your first key level of resistance is 882. All right, so if you can get in early, set a tight stop loss, and if the earnings are positive, they can shoot it up. But you want to keep that stop loss on just in case we get to that 882 and it falls down. Another scenario too is on the market open, let's say it rises up and it shoots up all the way past 882 and maybe it falls back down, a little sell off. You want to see if it's going to bounce off of that support level before taking off. On the flip side of things, if you see it falling down further, your current support is at 631, but I think around $7 would be a good buying opportunity if it falls down there. And and if earnings comes out, that'll be a good way to make it push up higher and get a good swing on it. Okay, last one here for my picks for the week is IQST, and this one here has been steadily on the decline ever since we hit $2, and that's pretty typical. Every time that you see all-time highs and you have a huge run up like it did, I mean, they're going to get beat down pretty hard. You're going to see some type of significant pullback. Think of the S&P, think of GNOG, think of Tesla, think of Zion Oil and Gas. Every single stock that you see that hits all-time new highs for that particular time period in that amount of time in a very quick manner, it's going to pull down aggressively. Okay, and this one in particular, the reason I've got my eye on it to buy more is because we've been selling off for so long. It's been close to a month where we've just been steadily going down and down and down, and I'm watching right here this 47.5 cent mark to see if we can hold at this level. That's going to give me give us a good sign of support here. If we can have a good sign of support here at the 47 cent level, that's a very, very good sign. I think we'll make a decent aggressive move to the upside closer to that 70 to 80 cent mark, so it can be a good swing, or just in general a good buying opportunity for those of you who are long in this position like I am. I like these levels here. Every time it falls to the support levels, buy it up. Okay, and I'm averaging down. So if for some reason it breaks below and gets all the way down here, then I'll just buy more here. But I do think it's setting up for a good potential swing play, especially if we wait a couple of days and we just kind of hang out on this 50 cent level. I think eventually we're going to make a little pop up to the upside. Okay guys, and my watch list for this week are GNOG, IDEX, GNUS. All three have earnings on Monday, so I'm excited to see exactly what happens with these. I'm excited for GNOG for sure, IDEX for sure. GNUS I'm not 100% on exactly how that's going to look, but I'm pretty optimistic on GNOG and IDEX, and I'm hoping that we can send these puppies higher and make them start rocking and rolling again. Okay, so those are my three things on the watch list. And also just be aware that we did see some green on Friday, but you want to still be cautious because you don't know if that is a false breakout and or if we're moving higher to the upside. So anyway, just be cautious out there, keep up to date on everything, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Make sure that you smash the thumbs up button if you found value in today's video. And if you enjoy our content, of course, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.